pick up then with another question being asked by some of the Jewish leaders, another confrontation. You see in chapter 12 and verse 13, then they sent to him some of the Pharisees and the Herodians to catch him in his words. Again, you see the disposition, the mindset of these Jewish leaders. They're not interested in seeking truth from Jesus or even in truly discerning if he was telling the truth. But they're just trying to trap him so they can have something to accuse him of, something to turn the crowds against him any way they can, any which way they can. They're trying to accomplish that. So they send the Pharisees and the Herodians to catch him in his words. Verse 14, it says, when they come, they said to him, "Teacher, we know that you are true and care about no one." That is to say, he didn't accept, just people by their looks or how important they thought they were. That wasn't concerning to Jesus. He says, "You do not regard the person of men, but teach the way of God in truth." So in all of that, obviously, they're flattering him, they're buttering him up. They don't really believe that, but they're thinking they're going to entrap him in speech by flattering him and then asking him this, what they again think will be an impossible question. The question is it lawful to pay taxes to Caesar or not? That question was explosive in Jesus' day, and here's the reason. The Romans had overrun Judea. They'd been in control of the land for several decades at this point. There were a lot of Jews who thought that the Romans had no business overseeing Jerusalem, no business controlling God's people, that God's people really should be free of their oppression, throw off the Roman government, and again, form a Jewish state, control of their own capital city and all of that sort of thing. There were Jews truly who believed that it was a grave sin to submit to the Romans. And then there were some that believed, no, it's okay to submit to the Romans, and we have Herod as our king, and he's a Roman appointee, but he's half Jewish maybe, they're thinking, so this will be okay. And the Herodians were part of that political party. So these people that are sent to ask Jesus this question really would be coming at that answer from two different point of views. The Pharisees probably would not want to be paying taxes to Caesar. A lot of them would not, at least. And the Herodians would say, yeah, it's the thing to do. This then becomes a question that they think will cause controversy, and either way Jesus answers it, they think he's going to look bad. But the text tells us that Jesus, knowing their hypocrisy in verse 15, said to them, "Why do you test me? Bring me a denarius that I may see it." Of course, he'd seen denarius before. That was the coin of the land, but he wanted to use it as an object lesson. They brought it, and he said to them, "Whose image and inscription is this?" And they said to him, "Caesar's." Jesus answered and said to them, "Render to Caesar the things that are Caesar's, and to God the things that are God's." And they marveled at him. Again, what a wise and powerful answer. They think they ask the impossible question, but Jesus deals with it with such ease. And it's not that he's answering the question in a way like he's just trying to get out of this trap. What he says is profound truth, and truth for our lives today. In this physical world, we have to pay our taxes. There are things that are due from us as being citizens of this physical world and responsible people, and you just have to do those things. But give to God the things that are God's. Give yourself to God. Give your soul to God. Give your life to God. God wants you. God wants you. And Jesus teaches that lesson in such a beautiful way here. So many people get caught up in money. So many problems, even sometimes among those who are supposed to be God's people, are created by questions and debates about how money is being used. Let's put our hearts where they need to be. Let's be servants of God and do his pleasure in all things. Render to him the things that are due to him. Which